Detroit police are considering a security upgrade that includes facial recognition technology. Critics call it an invasion of privacy. The Police Board of Commissioners is meeting at this hour. Paula Tutman spoke with Chief Craig about the proposal and what it means.
Hi, Karen. There's a lot to unpack right now. I'm going to get to it as quickly as I can. The police commissioner meeting going on right now. This has been a hot topic that was supposed to be discussed, but it was also put together with putting more cameras at traffic stops. So it was together. When we walked into the meeting, it was announced that they were not going to discuss this facial recognition technology. In fact, Police Craig came out today proactively trying to get in front of this, explaining what he wants to do with this technology and what he does not want to do. You're looking at facial recognition software at work, people walking around in real time on video being collected, identified by an algorithm that measures features and facial aspects that can pin a face to a name. This is exactly what Detroit Police Department Chief James Craig says he is not proposing to get policy in place to use facial recognition technology as a tool for fighting crime and finding suspects.
That is not random. We are not going to do random facial recognition under no circumstances. Nothing random.
Craig says a still grab of video from the many cameras stationed throughout the city, traffic stops, and businesses will be utilized with a specific target or suspect. And only then will the image be used to identify that specific target, not everyone in the room or everyone on the street. Chief Craig says that in the event that facial recognition is needed, rigorous controls have been put in place to deter abuses.
In order to deploy that technology, the request has to come up through the chain of command to me or my designee to, one, approve it, and then notification will then go to the police commission.
You know, they can say, oh, we probably aren't going to use it. Yes, that's built into the software, but we're not going to be turning that switch on. Really, thank you. Reassuring.
But Eric Williams, an attorney for the Detroit Justice Center, which also partners with the ACLU, takes issue not only with the proposal of using facial recognition software.
This technology will end up reinforcing every existing bias in our legal justice system.
In that
African Americans, people of color, are more likely to be in the database because they are more likely to be arrested because the communities are already over-policed. So you are just reinforcing all the problems that already existed, not to mention that there is a real disparity in the accuracy.
He challenges what Chief Craig claims will and will not happen and what can and cannot happen as unintended consequences.
So they talk about these technologies. Studies show the use of technology does not prevent or deter crime. This is their own statement. Why the hell are they even doing it to begin with?
Well, Chief Craig wanted a vote from the commission today. In fact, those two items together, those traffic cameras and facial recognition technology. Keep in mind, DPD has been using this technology for about a year, but he wanted to put it into policy. We were told at the beginning of the meeting that they were not going to discuss it. They were going to discuss the cameras, not the facial recognition technology. Just 30 seconds before I went on the air, one of the commissioners came out and said they pushed through that line item. It is still unclear whether or not they pushed through that facial recognition technology, even though they said it was still under review with the mayor and the police chief. So obviously there's still a lot more to be unpacked even now.
All right, very, very big story there, and I know you'll be following up. Thank you, Paula.